This video is going to be a step-by-step guide on how to open a Roth IRA with Fidelity in less than 10 minutes and deposit money into your Roth IRA account. And please hit the subscribe button if you want to learn more about Roth IRAs and personal finance. What's great about Fidelity's Roth IRA is there's no account minimums. You can have $0 in your Roth IRA and you will not get charged any fees. There's also no transaction fees to deposit money from your bank account to your Fidelity IRA. And Fidelity has over 3,000 different funds to choose from, and there's no trading fees involved at all. Whether you purchase them every day, once a month, or once a year, you'll pay no fees. And you can open up a Roth IRA account at any age as long as you have a taxable income. If you are younger than 18 years old, you'll need to open up what's called a custodial IRA, and you'll need your parents' help for that. So how to open the account, go to fidelity.com, and at the top, you're gonna see something called Open an Account. You're gonna click the Open the Account button, and it'll bring up this screen right here. You can open up different versions of the IRA, and we wanna start today with a Roth IRA. So we're gonna click Open a Roth IRA. It's gonna ask you, are you already a Fidelity customer? Most likely it's going to be no, and then you hit next. Now it's going to ask you to plug in your information. Go ahead and do that. It's important that you plug in this information correctly because this is going to be how you're going to end up withdrawing the money. You're going to need to have the right information in there, and this matters for taxes as well. Now it's going to start a screen that says, tell us about your job. It wants to know if you're employed because it needs to know whether you're a tax broker or something like that, or whether you just have a normal job. So plug in your information if you do have a job. Once you have that information plugged in, you have to select, are you an immediate family member residing in the same household, blah, blah, blah. For most people, it's gonna be no. Employed by a broker, dealer, stock exchange, exchange member firm, financial industry. Most people, it's gonna be no. So this is, I get a lot of questions about this. Your core position right here, it's asking you, when you deposit money into your account, do you want it to go into their Fidelity's money market fund, or do you want it to go into the FDIC insured program? Basically, this is like a savings account within your Fidelity IRA. When you deposit money in there, it doesn't get automatically invested. It needs to sit somewhere until you tell it where to invest. What I'd recommend you do is the Fidelity Government Money Market Fund. This does a little bit better than the FDIC insured one as far as interest. It's basically like a high yield interest savings account. And now just verify all your personal information is correct, all your employment information is correct, and you have to go over the terms and conditions. We got all that done, and then we're just gonna hit open account. Congratulations, so now you have a Roth IRA open, and this is gonna be your account number right here, whatever number it gives you. Again, this is a fake account, so you're not gonna be able to do anything with this number. So now you need to set up your username and password for the account, and you don't have to worry about saving your Roth IRA account number. It'll show up every time you log in. And then once you have your username and password, go ahead and create a security question. Fluffy, my cat. So now once we hit the next button, boom, you have your username and password and your account's open. So now after you have your username and password set up, we're gonna come into the sign up for real-time quotes. Again, this account is gonna be not for business use, this is gonna be your personal use. So you can just go ahead and click the first option there, select that. Review the agreement. They want to make sure, again, you're doing everything legally. Hit I agree. And again, it just gives you a confirmation. We can go ahead and close that, and it'll automatically have you logged in to your Roth IRA account. Again, on the left where it's yellow, that's your Roth IRA with your account number there. And this is the home screen for your Fidelity Roth IRA account. Now you have $0 in your Roth IRA. So you need to actually deposit money in here, whether it be a wire transfer through your bank or anything like that, so that we can actually start investing. And that's gonna be part 2 of this video, is how to deposit money into your Roth IRA. Once we're on the home page, if you logged out, you can go ahead and log back in. At the top tab here, it's gonna say Accounts and Trade. And then we're going to go to transfers. Under transfers, we want to deposit, withdraw, or transfer money from our bank account. So right now we don't have any bank account loaded. Once you have a bank account set up, you'll be able to select it and transfer money easier. But we need to link a bank to our Fidelity account. So it's gonna have to send you a text message or an automated code. Once you get that code, just go ahead and plug it in. Now we're gonna wanna select the electronics funds transfer because that is absolutely free and it's easy to do. I'm just gonna link a new bank. who owns this bank. I am the owner, and it is a checking or a brokerage account, or if it's a savings account, click that. And then you need to plug in your bank information. So the routing number and the account number, and then just re-enter the account number. Once you have that, we're gonna come down here and click agree and continue. Now it'll have your bank information for you to verify at the top of the screen, and then we'll come down here and you're gonna enter your bank login. So this is what your username and password is gonna be when you log into either your Wells Fargo app, or when you go online to your Chase Bank app, or whatever it may be, and you plug in your username and password for that. So then it'll bring you to this screen, which is the success your bank account has been linked. And this is gonna be the last screen, but this is only linking your bank account. And then we could deposit money into your Roth IRA from that bank account. So now once you have your bank account linked, and this may take a day or two to happen, but as soon as it's ready to go, we need to go ahead and actually transfer money from that bank account into your Roth IRA. Go to the Accounts tab at the top corner, and then go ahead and click on Transfers. Once you're into this screen with transfers, we're gonna manage our automatic investments, and it's gonna show you your Roth IRA account number should be right here. And we're gonna click this blue thing over here that's gonna say set up an automatic transfer. Go ahead and click that. And then we're gonna click transfer funds from an external bank account. Now at the top of the screen, it'll show you your bank account. Go ahead and select your bank account and then come down here to transfer to. So we're gonna wanna transfer it to your brokerage core account, which is going to be that SPAXX, the money market fund. That's where the money is going to get loaded into until you actually invest the money. You can do automatic investments this way. Once you actually purchase the mutual funds, then you can choose funds to automatically invest in. But if you haven't purchased any mutual funds, you can't transfer right into a mutual fund. You have to go into that core account. So if you want to do one automatic transfer, you can go ahead and do $6,000, or however much you want to do, $100, $1,000. The limit you can do over one calendar year is $6,000. Unless you're age 50 and older, you can do $7,000. So if you want to do a lump sum $6,000 all at once, you can plug in $6,000 right here. Or if you want to set up automatic transfers every month, $6,000 divided by 12 would be $500. So you can set up so that $500 gets transferred every single month. And you can choose the day of the month too. So if you want to go on the 2nd of every month, just have the day 2nd here, the frequency monthly, and then have monthly selected. So on the 2nd of every month, and just leave it at no stop date so that it will continue to withdraw money from your bank account every single month until you go in here and tell it to stop doing that. And once you have that complete, go ahead and hit next, and then hit I agree. And it's not going to do it for me because I already have my transfer set up. But what you'd go ahead after you hit agree, just go ahead and hit confirm, make sure everything's set up. You want to do $500 on the 2nd of every month, or whether it was just a one-time transfer, and the money will start going into that money market account, but it still needs to be invested. And I have a video coming out next Monday on how to invest within your Roth IRA account. So if it's been a week, I'll go ahead and put the card up here for you to click, or the link in the description below, and that'll walk you through how to actually invest the money. Thanks for watching, guys. Be sure to hit subscribe if you're not, and as always, hit the thumbs up like button to help this video out. I'll see you guys for next week's video.